was standing outside waiting for you. You were always taking time, baby, playing it through.
Hi guys, Asaf from Autolicious here, and I'm on the KTM stand at EICMA 2018, and behind me there's one of the most interesting bikes from last year, from 2017. It was a concept back then, KTM 790 Adventure R, and I'm here with Luke, who is the PR manager for KTM Street Motorcycles.
That's me.
Right? Luke will tell us just a bit about the motorcycle, because KTM had a wonderful debut of 3 new models. Five new models. One of them is the KTM 790 Adventure.
Yes.
Which has 2 versions,
Yes.
right? So tell us a bit about it.
Yep. So we have the KTM 790 Adventure R and the KTM 790 Adventure, and the idea with these bikes was a big response to our customers. You know, they wanted a bike in this mid-class segment. They wanted good performance, of course, good off-road ability, but plenty of power, but and a chassis that they could feel comfortable on and really confidence inspiring. So the difference between the 2 bikes, we say, is that the R is the most travel capable off-road bike. It's a real off-road machine that you can do a big distance on. And the 790 Adventure is an off-road capable travel bike. So they're quite similar, but the R is more for the guy who wants to go really off-road.
Right. Now, I've took a sneak peek on the technical specs of the 2 models, and I saw that there is somewhat of a difference, of course, between the 2 models.
Yeah.
One is slightly taller, being the R, of course, with slightly longer suspension travel. Tell us a bit about the differences, the main differences between the 2 bikes.
Yes, the suspension really is the main difference. Like you said, of course, it's got longer travel. So there's 240mm suspension travel each end on the R compared to 200mm on the non-R. But the suspension on the R version is really, it's developed from the enduro bikes, you know, it's for travel enduro. So it's really, really high standard, very capable suspension. So you've got a longer ground clearance for that. The R has a 1-piece seat, whereas the non-R has a height adjustable 2-piece, so 830mm or 850, and this is 880. But you can change the seats around between the 2 models. You have a shorter screen on the R. It's a bit longer because obviously you want to stand up, you're riding around. Orange frame on the R. We have on the electronics, we have the rally mode is standard on the R.
The non-R version, or the regular version, so just the 790 Adventure, it's more for you and me, the shorter riders.
Yeah, okay, so we're not the tallest guys.
If you've seen, I'm feeling capable next to Luke. No, I'm kidding.
But there's a big point. This is what our customers said, because okay, in the past our adventure bikes have been quite tall, but with the parallel twin engine, it means the packaging, we could make it narrow and we could make it low. And that's to help you in the off-road situation, or just for general, with the passenger on the back and the luggage, you are feeling more confident. And for the taller rider, we can of course put a taller seat on as well. So it's about making the rider feel confident and comfortable with a bike that can perform everywhere you want it.
Right. So let's talk about the heart of this motorcycle, the engine. It's the 790 that comes from the Duke 790, right?
Yes.
The parallel twin, very nice engine, produces about 95 horsepower.
Yes, so the LC8C engine in the Duke was 105 horsepower, and in the 790 Adventure and Adventure R, it's 95 horsepower. So we've retuned it more for adventure riding. You know, it's not a crazy top-end rush like we have on the 790 Duke, but really broad spread of torque for adventure riding. So 95 horsepower, which means for riders with an A2 license, they can restrict it easily. So
right. Now, take us a bit about through the electronics.
Okay, I mean, for us, what's becoming standard now is that we have the different ride modes. So you have, so you can switch this forward depending on the conditions, on your mood, and you can you have traction control systems which are lean angle sensitive. ABS is lean angle sensitive. You have a quick shifter up and down, so clutchless gear changing. But with the R, you have a rally mode, which means you can change your level of traction control on the fly. Really, if you're riding off-road and you go from soft sand to mud, you can quickly change this, and then you can also change your throttle response. So lots of different ways to tailor the bike for the conditions.
Right, so it's quite a sophisticated motorcycle
Yes.
as well. Long distance, we were talking about adventure bikes. They are supposed to do more than just go to the cafe or
Yes.
to university or to work. They're supposed to go off-road. These look like capable off-road machines with a 21-inch front and the 18-inch rear, long travel suspension,
Yep.
tall and flat seat.
Yep.
And everything looks very KTM, which is usually good. It means everything will stand some crashes if needed.
Yeah, well, we developed this with our rally team, so they put the bike through really crazy things. They really chucked it at everything, rocks, sand. So we used our factory rally team alongside the 450 rally to develop this bike. So yes, it is for long distance, as you said. We have a 20-litre tank, but a range of 450 kilometers.
450 kilometers.
Yes, yes.
Right, that's really nice.
So if you're a big explorer and there's no petrol stations, then don't worry so much.
Okay, so lastly, when can we expect to see this coming to Europe and to the US market?
Yeah, we were thinking around the springtime.
To the US as well?
Yes?
Yeah? Great. Everyone's get a piece of the cake. Now, if I already have you for a few seconds, take me through the next two models that we've seen, the
Yes.
690 SMC and the new 690 Enduro. I've personally thought that they were going to go off the map because of Euro 4, and you know, it's a big single-cylinder engine. How do you manage to do it?
KTM's committed to the LC4 single cylinder. This is the heart of KTM. We love our big singles, and yes, with the Euro 4 regulations meant that we've had to reintroduce these bikes. We've had to go away and develop them, and we didn't just want to make them Euro 4 compliant. We've gone into KTM style front to back and made changes. So both bikes received the new LC4 engine, so you more power, more torque, more refined, smoother. You know, it's a single cylinder, but it's so smooth now. You have the quick shifter plus on this, so up and down, clutchless gear changing. They've had new chassis, new suspension, ride modes as well, so you can change this, and they have the lean angle sensitive ABS and traction control. So obviously the changes with suspension and chassis are particular. Enduro R is an off-road bike, and SMC R is for the street and for circuit riding. And yeah, we've changed the bodywork as well. It's really sharper styling, and we've increased the fuel tank as well, 1.5 litres. But many changes front to back, really to sort of expand on what was good about these bikes, but just make them better.
Right. And lastly, you said you have 5 new models.
Yes.
So I'm missing one.
Yes, very exciting for the kids. The SX-E5. It's an electric mini cycle based around like the 50 SX, which is a hugely popular machine for young motocross riders to start. But this is an electric bike with the idea that a child from 3 years old to 10 years old can grow with this bike.
Right.
You can change the seat height, change the speed, change the power delivery, and it has really high quality chassis components.
And it's fully electric?
Fully electric.
Right. Range?
Range, depending on the rider. If it's a new rider, or you can go for 2 hours or 20 minutes on a really hard, demanding motocross track with an older child on this riding it really hard.
Right, amazing. Almost makes me want to have a child.
I think the height-wise, I think we could probably ride it. We'll be okay.
Probably. I think the bikes that suits me most for the KTM line is the 85. But so this was wonderful. Thank you very much. Great show, great new motorcycles.
Thank you.
Really looking forward to ride them. Luke, it was a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Okay, Luke, so thank you very much. You've heard about the 5 new models from KTM. Everything sounds super exciting. Everyone's getting a piece of the cake. Kids, adults, if you like supermoto, if you like adventures, big adventure, shorter riders. So let me know in the comments what you think about the new models from KTM. Of course, like the video, share it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I will see you next time. Ciao!